Prophet Charlie Shamp, and many of you have been following our prophetic words concerning 2019. One of the things that the Lord had shown me was that there was going to be a massive amount of flooding across the heartland of America and the Midwest. This was something that the Lord had spoken to me and shown me in a vision that was going to be taking place, and that we needed to pray for the heartland of America. We previously did a video concerning the flooding that has been taking place over the last few months all across the Midwest. But I want you to take a look at this, and we'll be right back.
Mississippi River in Davenport now higher than historic 1993 flood levels and rising. During the historic flooding in July 1993, the Mississippi River near Davenport rose to its highest level ever, 22.63 feet. That record is no more. The river hit 22.64 feet shortly before noon Thursday, the National Weather Service reported, and the water continues to rise. The river is expected to reach 22.7 feet by Friday, the Weather Service said. Even with a dry weekend, it's not projected to fall below 22 feet until late Sunday. Also on Thursday, authorities said they had begun pushing sewage back into rivers. The wastewater plant in Davenport has reached capacity, and the Iowa Department of Natural Resources signed off on the sewage diversion to prevent backups in surrounding cities, according to Scott County Emergency Management. Officials are trying to find other relief mechanisms and will employ them as soon as possible, the agency said in a news release. Here is the National Weather Service's description of what occurs when the river reaches these heights. 23 feet. Water is over Davenport's River Drive from South Concord to Tremont. In Moline, water affects the Tax Slayer Center parking lot. Water also affects Rock Island Centennial Expressway in unprotected areas. 22.7. Water is at the base of the South Employee entrance of the Quad City Times building. 22.5. Water affects Davenport's Rockingham Road and 2nd Street from Division to Gaines, from Pershing to LeClaire and 3rd Street from Fillmore to Warren. Until then, residents are being encouraged to stay out of and away from the possibly contaminated water. Several blocks of Davenport remain inundated with flood water after a HESCO barrier breached on Tuesday afternoon. Businesses and residents had little warning before the water rushed into downtown streets and buildings.
Warnings are in effect this morning for areas along nearly the entire Mississippi River as heavy rain continues to hit the Mississippi Valley. Jerika Duncan is in Davenport, Iowa, where a temporary levee failed, sending a wall of water into downtown streets. Jerika, good morning.
Good morning. This part of downtown Davenport is pretty much butted right up against the Mississippi River, and you can tell just how serious this flooding is by looking at those cars that are underwater behind me. But take a look at this drone video where you can really see clearly that when the temporary levee holding back the Mississippi River breached yesterday, streets and several businesses downtown were submerged in a matter of minutes. Now, the levee had been holding back rising floodwaters for more than a month. Officials urged people to evacuate immediately, but some could not get out in time. Emergency responders had to rescue people from the rooftops of buildings by boat. Thankfully, as of right now, there are no reported injuries. Crews and volunteers scrambled to fill sandbags and barriers while shop owners tried salvaging whatever they could.
Okay, you guys, so as we've just seen, there is devastation, there's flooding, historic flooding. Many news organizations are releasing videos and different footage of the devastation that's taking place primarily in Davenport, Iowa. But the NPR News released an article yesterday that said the Mississippi River has been flooding for 41 days now. 41 days. And they're saying that the record that was previously held during the Great Flood in 1993 has been broken. And so the Lord had specifically shown me that this year, 2019, would be marked by water. The Midwest would see devastating floods, in that one of the things that we needed to pray for was the crop production. that it would not be affected because of the flooding. So guys, I want you to be praying. Let's be interceding. Let's be holding the heartland of America in our own heart. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.